Hey fellas, how you doing? It's Johnny Berba. Listen guys, I just wanted to make this video actually. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and it was actually a client that inspired me to make this video to put out on YouTube. I just want to go through some of the details about the rules and regulations, if even rules and regulations. I just want to go, basically I want to go through the terms and the conditions regarding working with me one-on-one, taking a 6 weeks program, or any form of coaching with myself. So I just want to go through some of the questions, because first thing I actually want to go for, I want to give people reassurance, because and you guys know this year, this is taking it to another level, even with myself. No bullshit, just getting straight to the point and being really honest, raw. So I know that everyone that is going to take coaching with me is going to feel nervous about visiting me, and I don't mean that in an arrogant way, because I really understand this, guys. You've got to remember, before I become a teacher and I became more known on YouTube, I'd always got inspired and watched other teachers, and I thought about going to see them, and there was always an initial fear. There was a fear that, what if they judge me, or what if I don't get on with the teacher, or just the whole experience, it kind of made me nervous. But luckily I'd ran into Floyd, and I kind of just decided to go out myself and plow through and spend years learning this stuff. But if you're thinking about taking my services and you want to work with me, there's probably a few questions that are going on in your head that you'd probably want answering. So I thought I'd take the time now to go through this video and be as thorough as I can, explain everything about my coaching, about working with me, just to give you some reassurance. Firstly, I'm not arrogant. I'm not an arrogant teacher. I'm not a guru, and I'm not going to judge you. Now, the reason I'm going to say I'm not going to judge you, because I've had quite a few clients work with me and say at first, I feel nervous, I feel a little bit judged. And what I always say to them is, hand on heart, put my hand on my heart. If I judge you, I'm judging myself. I don't have the heart to judge you, not on a conscious level anyway, because I've been through what you've been through, and I generally want to help you. I want to help you as a man, as a friend, as a brother, and I'm going to do the best I can to help you, and that's usually enough. That's usually going to change your life, get you relationships, and definitely massively reduce your social anxiety. If it's 100%, I'm going to take it down until 30%, and that's great odds. You'll be able to manage it, and that's going to make all the difference in changing your social life, getting you better with women, meeting women on the street, in all environments, and getting you more confident and relaxed. So you're not going to be judged by me. I'm not a guru. I'm not going to be looking down at you and forcing you to do things that you don't want to do. I'm there as support, as help, as a guidance, and I've said it before, all the knowledge is in you. I'm going to support you through it, and it takes one to know one. You can't teach people how to overcome social anxiety if you've never suffered from social anxiety, which I have, and you guys know that. You can't teach someone how to meet women on the street if you've never done it, and I've got 11 years experience under my belt, and I've got more than enough proof on YouTube to show that. So I just want to make sure that you're building a friendship with me, and every teacher's got their different ways of doing things. Some people are more salesy, they're more business-like, so they just have a relationship with you based on you pay them money, they give you the service, that's it. I personally don't work in that way. Of course, you have to pay me, I charge, I run a business, but I have a very intimate relationship with all my clients. You're building a relationship, a friendship, and that's just my personality. So that isn't even a choice for me on a logical level. This is natural for me. As soon as when I started teaching 4 years ago, I naturally gravitated towards a very hands-on emotional coach, and I think that's what makes me a great teacher, is that I care. I've said it before. The day that I stop caring, the day that I lose the passion, I'm going to stop teaching immediately. Hence why I've stopped being a pickup artist teacher or a day game coach, and I've moved into the area that really where God wanted me, or really where I gravitated to. It was a natural progression, and that is a confidence coach, a life coach, and helping men to overcome their social anxiety and to teach them how to attract women. So it's all in the area of social confidence, and yes, there is a spiritual element to it, but most of it is psychological, it's practical. You could call that spiritual. It depends on how you view the world and how you explain your experience with yourself. So I guess you guys get a feel that when you're working with me, or just I'm the same person on the video, to give you reassurance. If you're nervous about meeting me, I'm nervous about meeting you too. I'm a human being with feelings, but I'm excited to meet you. So you have nothing to be nervous about, but at the same time, I understand that you will be nervous meeting me because you've been watching me on YouTube. You've got this, it ain't my fault. We live in a society where, because of social conditioning, it can create this separation, but you won't feel separation when you're with me. I don't mean this in an arrogant way. I have got a very, very strong presence. You will feel that. That can be overwhelming, but it's a loving presence. It's because I care. It's because I'm very clean. I've worked on myself a lot. You will get that gust of wind when you meet me, but that is just pure love to reassure you and to help you. And I really don't mean that in some kind of arrogant way. I'm just telling you the truth. People do feel it when they're around me, the same way I felt it when I went and worked with my mentor, and I feel it from the students as well. I feel it from the students, especially when they've worked me for several weeks. They'll get this feeling. Basically, it's just confidence. It's confident in oneself, and it's a transparency, it's an openness, and it's not there to intimidate you, it's there to reassure you. So you will feel that, but you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it after an hour. And women feel it as well. We can kind of laugh about it, because I laugh because I feel it as well. And that's my love. And as cheesy as it sounds, that is the truth. What you'll feel from me is a lot of experience. You'll probably feel a little bit of you'll probably feel where I've suffered as well, which is good, because you'll relate to that. You'll get something from that, and it will inspire you. And I know I'm going to just be straight with you guys, right? I don't care how you take it, because I'm passionate. This feeling will inspire you. It will rub off on you. It's like energy. It will bounce on you, and it will make you go within, and it will give you confidence. So just being around me will give you confidence, as well as the practical teaching that I'm going to teach you. You know, the ear I'm going to lend, because that's what great teachers do. We listen. So I'm not just going to be rabbiting on about a whole load of knowledge about how many women, and do this most of the time spent listening to you, listening to what you're saying, what your problems are, what you're struggling with, what your strengths are, and then pushing back. So I usually say to people, tell me what you're struggling with. And then they'll say, I'm okay, I can't seem to get women attracted to me. And okay, tell me more. I'm not doing the job that I want. Okay, tell me more. I'll listen. But I'm not just saying listening with logic, I'm listening with my logic, my ears, and my feeling, and I'll go, well, this is what I feel, this is what I see. You're not getting women attracted to you because you've got social anxiety. You don't fully trust yourself at the moment, and we can work on that. And you're not fully being yourself, and you're not speaking your mind enough. So that's just an example, right? Calm. Another one I'll say is, you're not doing the job you want because you've got fear. You're full of talent, but you are actually afraid to step up. You're afraid to come out your comfort zone, and it's the same sticking point with women. You're not fully speaking your mind. You're faking it a little bit. That's kind of a style that I've got, and that will be very tailored towards you. So it's very honest. You're going to get the truth from me, and it's not in a rushed, like, pointing down at you. It's in a caring, calm way. But it's my style of coaching. You guys probably get a feel for it if you watch me on YouTube. But I just want to reassure you, I don't want you to be frightened away, because I've had lots of people work me and say, Johnny, I was about to turn back and get the train home. But I understand you're not afraid of me. You're afraid of the concept of coming to see a teacher, because what it represents. Because I think on an unconscious level, if you come to me that you're going to make massive changes. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I mean that because I'm so confident of what I do. I'm so good at what I teach. The proof is in the pudding. So you probably know this, and that probably is going to bring up some fear. And this is all good. To feel afraid to come and see me is a great sign, because anytime you do something new, you're nervous. I was nervous when I went to see Jeff. I was fucking shaking. But after the first session, I felt amazing. I built a good relationship with him, and you guys have seen the proof. You've seen the change in me, and you've seen the change in the guys that I work with. Now, some other questions that I've got people that have worked with me. You would not be put on YouTube without your consent. I do not film people and put them on YouTube unless they agree to it and they want to be on YouTube. You will not be forced to go on YouTube. I don't try to force you or blackmail you. I've got integrity. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I don't do any of that stuff. Everyone who's gone on YouTube has actually volunteered to go on YouTube. David wanted to be on YouTube. It was an idea he had. The same with the other guys. So you will not be on YouTube. You will not be being filmed. And another reason, your information will not be breached. I will not be going on YouTube saying, oh, today I work. The only reason I do that when I get permission. So I might work with a friend. I'm working with a guy at the moment called John. and John gave me permission to talk about him on a video about his experience. He's just signed up for my 6 weeks program. We're on the second session, and he said he's happy for me to speak about him. But still, to be careful, I'm not going to say John's surname, so John could be anyone. But I won't say your name unless you give me permission. But I do speak about particular students, but sometimes I just do it in the context where I won't mention their name. I'll just say I was working with students. So your information will not be disclosed. Your email will not be passed on. You will not be filmed. I will not go behind your back and tell, if you ask me for confidentiality, you'll get that. I uphold the most integrity. That will not be broken. I've never broken that in 4 years. I've got a fantastic reputation with all my clients. So just to reassure you that you're not going to be put on YouTube, no one's going to find out. If you want to keep it secret. If on the other hand, you want to go on YouTube, you want everyone to know, then that's fine. That's always good for me. That's good promotion. It's great marketing. It's a great way for me also to attract better business, because if people see the proof of the services, which I've got a lot up on YouTube already. My friend Sylvia was happy to have his transformation in interview testimonial, which was kind of him. I didn't ask him. He was so happy with the service. We worked together for 12 weeks. We built a good friendship. So, and we're going to build a friendship. Another thing as well is, if you're just thinking, I don't mind honesty, you know, I'm stark with honesty. If you're thinking, I want to work with Johnny, but I don't want to be friends with him, but I want to have a good relationship with him, I want to take his services, get on well with him, get the results, and then move back into my life, I'm fully happy to do that. I don't force friendship on people. I'm not that type of person, but I like to build a friendship with you, because my style of teaching is relationship building. There's other teachers that work in that way. I don't work in that way where I just get you to approach them and point them out, because you can just get your friend to do that. I mentor people and I work with people specifically according to their needs. So some of my clients, I take them out, we do more social practice. I get them to speak to women. I get them to go into different situations. I get them to practice their social anxiety in places that are busy, that are not so busy. It's completely tailored to the individual. Some of my other clients, I do counselling, where most of the time is spent sitting down, face to face with eye contact, and I actually get them to practice being comfortable with me, because they've got lots of social anxiety. They've got trust issues. I was there myself, so that will be more relationship building. So these are kind of this is the way I teach. I'll have some people say to me, Johnny, I want the teaching done in this way, and can you just help me? And I'll tailor it towards that. So the great thing is I'm flexible according to you, but of course there is a method to the madness. There is a philosophy. I've got a ton of experience, and I will tailor it towards you. And if I feel that something isn't working for you, I'll say, you know what, this isn't working, let's do this. And the same way I say to all my clients, and all the guys are comfortable with me, at least after an hour anyway, they'll feel really relaxed around me. You will tell me if something isn't working. So we're working as a team. And the way I like to make people feel is, I'm not a teacher or guru. You're actually going out of a friend with experience who's supporting you and helping you. Another thing I'm going to mention on my side, I'm going to go through some of the rules and regulations that I uphold. I don't pick up women in front of you on the teaching. I don't do any of that. That's just not in my integrity. Even if you ask me, if you said to me, can you demonstrate a conversation, I'm happy to do that. I mean, I think I've got enough proof on YouTube. There's a few reasons I don't do it. One is for my own spiritual reasons, because I don't cheat on women. So I'm not going to be getting phone numbers of different girls or kissing girls to prove to you that I'm good. It's on YouTube. I'm specifically there to help you, but I will bring you in with me and we will have conversations together. That's another great style of my teaching that has been proven to be so beneficial to my clients, is to take them into social situations. I do it in bars as well. So I've got a tailored program, which is either 6 weeks on the street or 6 weeks on the street shared within the nighttime environment. But I only do that program for selected clients. That depends on if I've got a longer term relationship with you. So you can kind of really get a feel what my coaching's about. But the great thing is, if you just want to keep it a secret between me and you don't want your friends to know, you don't want your family to know, you want to treat yourself to 6 weeks, you want to build your confidence and come out the door and keep it private, I'm happy to do it. There's hundreds of clients I work with and no one's ever going to know about it, only them. Another one is location. I'm happy to be flexible with location. So you might work in Holborn or in central London. You're thinking, I'd like to work with Johnny, but I don't want to go and do the coaching with him around my work area because I've got colleagues. I understand that. I've got a brain. Remember guys, I'm half Irish, but I'm not stupid. There's a bit of joke in that. I'm very savvy. So I tend to take clients around central London. Again, I will tailor the location according to the level of confidence that you're at. If you've got lots of social anxiety, I'm not going to bring you on Oxford Street, it's too chaotic. I'm going to take you to Trafalgar Square or the Strand. I'm not going to give away all my places because I want to keep it private between me and the clients. And I do venture out. I'm not going to, well, I do travel to other countries. It depends on, you know, that's something we'd have to speak about on Skype. But I try and be as flexible as I can. If you ask me to come to an area and I don't feel comfortable, I'm going to be honest and just say it doesn't work for me. So, you know, again, it's about honesty. The whole teaching is about authentic, honest communication. So you're going to be learning this with me. You're going to be practicing this on me. And I find this is when the relationship gets really good with me and a client, because usually the first session, people are they're not fully honest with me because they've got to get comfortable with me. But then after like session 2 and 3, people are really open, honest, having fun, laughing. We're building a friendship. But don't get it twisted, guys. It's not wishy-washy. I'm going to teach you how to attract women. I know that's one of the main reasons you're coming. But within that, on a deeper level, I know that you want to build a relationship with yourself. And we do that by speaking to women, by sitting down with me, talking to me. And I just think I'm a really good teacher. I'm a great teacher because of the results I've got. We have to look at the proof, we have to see the reputation, and I love what I do. Now, a criteria of the people that I don't work with. I won't work with someone that's got a bad attitude, that's just unkind and I don't get on with. I'm just going to say, I'm not right for you, here's a teacher who's right for you. I don't